creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor, hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella. Por amor, fue una vez al Calvario con una cruz a cuesta.
Bienvenido, mi gente, mi gente. This is another episode 2 of El Latino Ruido. I'm your boy, Johnny Boricua Prince Donez, and you know who's over there. Let him introduce himself.
Javier Luis, welcome.
Hi, I'm back. This is Evie.
Evie, no last name Evie.
That's right.
That's right.
Because
What's
she's
going
too
on?
good for
What's
last
going
name.
on?
Nothing,
How you
man.
doing?
Everything is good, man. How was your weekend, Miss Evie?
The weekend was very relaxing. It was very nice.
Limpiaste?
Un poquito.
Un poquito?
Yeah.
What did I do this past weekend?
What did you do? Probably
Nothing.
Yeah, what did you do?
Nothing.
Wait, Labor Day weekend. You didn't do anything.
No, I didn't do anything. I'm home alone. The kids are out. The kids are in
Okay.
DR. They don't come back till Sunday, so just
Okay.
chilling,
No
studying,
barbecues?
studying.
Anybody went on a to a barbecue?
Did you go? Did you go to one?
I did.
No.
Well, then that's why I
I didn't
wasn't.
get
That's
invited this
me,
year.
me either.
I went to BBQs. Does that count?
To where?
BBQs?
You always somewhere, bro.
Listen,
See, no, he lives in a perfect spot. Where we used to live in the projects, we got everything over there. Just go up to
Right.
Broadway and 100th Street, a couple
No,
of blocks
BBQs
down.
on 23rd Street.
No, but I'm saying we have a lot of places to eat over there.
Yeah.
In
Or
the
just,
old neighborhood.
You know, I
oh
saw
my
a lot of
God.
people barbecuing in the sidewalk.
Of course.
Yeah.
Come on, that's what
That's
Puerto
so
Ricans
New
do,
York
and Dominicans,
City.
of course. But
Rosa,
you know-
bienvenida.
Rosa, dímelo. But if you notice, that's how we used to do it since I can
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
We were kids, and back then when the Puerto Ricans first came, there's pictures on the internet where you see they got a TV outside. Tienen una televisión afuera.
Mira.
They got it plugged into the apartment on the first floor, and everybody's watching TV.
What are some of the most ghettoest things you've seen growing up? You
Oh,
just
my-
mentioned a TV outside. On the first floor, this one lady took her shower hose and put it outside and connected it to the fence so the kids can play in the water.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, yes.
We had our own
That's
See, but
so
that
cool.
was
Yes,
that
with
was
the,
Right?
with the manguera.
Yeah.
Right, but
They
she
used to
put her
take the
own
manguera
shower
and
See,
manguera
but,
out.
but we got lucky because in the playground between my building and 55,
Right.
we had one of those concrete showers, the sprinklers that came out
Mm-hmm.
when it did come out. And if not, then we had somebody with a manguera.
That was fun.
Listen, but we had the pump, the fire hydrant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
that
could
was in the
find-
street.
And then we used to clean, have one of the cans.
Yeah.
And just have somebody
Or the
just hold it and,
big cans of the high C or the
Yes.
Hawaiian punch.
Yeah. Good times, good times.
Yeah, we
Yes.
played Ringalario, kick the can, freeze tag, hot piece of butter.
Skellies.
Skelly, remember hot piece of butter with
Yeah.
the belt?
Oof. I never played that.
I
never
did
played.
only once.
What is the
I
one?
was a fat kid. I couldn't run. I used to get my ass whipped all the time.
What is the game called? The one that they would throw a small ball up against your back, or you would just the target.
Oh, booties up. That's what we call it, booties up.
Is that what it
You
was
stand
called?
against the wall, like if you're being frisked,
Oh, my
and people
God.
just get I think they get a number of throws and try to hit you.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
horrible.
Try to-
That's
bro.
horrible. We were cruel. We were cruel growing
even
up.
the girls wanted to get down, bro. The girls would come out with bruises all over
Oh,
them.
my-
But we would always be there for each other. That's
Always.
one thing.
Oh, yes,
we
one thing.
always protected each other.
We could fight. Like let's say me and her, we'll fight in the morning, and in the afternoon we're playing skellies.
Yeah.
Like if nothing
That's
happens.
right. Like nothing.
We could have our faces in chow
So
or
true.
whatever, Band-Aid.
Evie, Johnny, J Sam is on. Say it, Johnny.
Jason!
J Sam, what's going
That's
on?
my boy. He can sing and rap.
That's right.
Yes.
Hey, J-Sam, you forgot the middle one. Her name is Evie.
Yeah.
Only one name,
Evie.
The one-
no last name. Her parents were poor. They couldn't afford a last name
I'm
for everybody.
meeting
No,
Evie for the first time today.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm saying I've seen her before.
I know.
Maybe in a festival,
Maybe.
a music festival.
Maybe. Because I like to.
I've seen her before, but
I'm very,
You know where my mind is going to go, but I'm not going to say it because it's a family-oriented show. I'm just going to drink my grape soda.
Mira, this is not alcohol. This is just soda.
Orange juice. It has no.
She got orange juice.
alcohol,
It got no tequila, but they got a lot of vodka because
Yeah.
it's clearing up my nose right about now.
So can we? What topic do you guys want to talk about?
Well, first of all, I want to talk about what's going on in the Caribbean at the moment.
go ahead, talk about it.
We have more than likely, probably now, is Hurricane Lee, and it's heading towards the Leeward Islands, which what they call Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, stuff like that. And it's projected to turn north just before it gets to Puerto Rico as a major Category 4.
Wow.
If it keeps going straight,
Right.
bro, I'm afraid to think about what's gonna happen to Puerto Rico because they're already hanging on a string.
Yeah.
Their infrastructure is they're one major storm away from total disaster.
And this is expected when?
This weekend,
This weekend.
just when my kids come home.
Wow.
Oh my
are supposed to
goodness.
come home.
Right.
But I'm thinking that it's gonna steer it a little north. A lot of the models have it curving out, but
from
some of them have it that it
going
could affect the
directly.
East Coast. We're talking
Wow.
South, North Carolina. As
Wow.
possible
Well, we
Category
are
4.
in hurricane season, so it's
Yeah, and the
expected.
water is very, very not even warm. Water is hot.
It's hot.
It's
Everywhere
hot,
is
bro.
hot.
But you saw-
What's that message? What we don't get love? We don't get love, Johnny? Now that Javier is here?
Lupe!
Lupe!
What's going on?
¿Cómo tú estás, Lupe?
Bienvenida, Lupe.
You remember, like I think it was a month ago, the water in Miami, the ocean water was hot tub hot.
Yeah. Wow.
It was 101 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
The hottest ever recorded in the water. It was so bad that the coral was becoming bleached,
right.
turning white,
Oh my
right.
God,
and
that
it's
is-
and it's destroyed. And if there was a hurricane coming at that time, bro,
Yeah.
forget about it. That's perfect fuel.
So do you equate this to global warming? Do you think
Global
because-
warming
because
is
of-
is a
Yeah.
is naturally occurring,
Yeah.
but a lot of it is our fault.
How
Fossil
so?
fuels,
Right.
depleting the ozone. You know, we're burning coal
Yeah.
and all this
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that's
yeah,
getting into the atmosphere,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's warming the atmosphere. Even
Yeah.
say, oh, it's only heated up by 1 degree in the last 300 years.
No.
1 degree is very significant.
Puerto Rico has experienced the hottest temperatures ever, I believe, because
Yeah.
even the Puerto Ricans out there, my family told me they've never experienced anything
Puerto
like
Ricans
that.
are melting over there.
They
You know?
sure are.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it is. It's people say no, people say yes, but I'm going to pay attention to the science. And it's a cycle.
Yeah.
We all know this, but if you notice the cycles, we're at the top end. We're breaking more records now. It usually goes up, sets a record, this is going straight up,
Right.
and it's going to keep going up. It's going higher
The
than
glaciers
it normally
are
was.
melting. That is causing floods and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
You
and
don't want.
It's just
Before we get off the subject,
terrible.
there's a thing called permafrost that's in the North Pole. It's like blue ice. If it gets down to that, you don't want that. That's poisonous gas.
Right.
That's gonna get leaked into the atmosphere, and it's dangerously getting close.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got polar bears that are freaking basically drowning in the ocean because they got no icebergs to sit on.
Right.
Well, tell them
That
to
is
go on land.
Yeah.
Hey, go in there.
All right. So let's. What else do we want to talk about today?
Well, how about we tap on the sentencing of, what's his name? Ex-leader Proud Boys, Enrique Tarrio.
Oh, el cubano,
El cubano.
the guy who wasn't even there, and he got the biggest
He
sentence.
wasn't even
but he was the leader.
there.
He was
But
the
he
leader.
was the leader. He
And
put it
but
together.
they made him a sample.
Of
An
course.
example.
But now,
Right?
my question is, if Trump is found guilty
Yeah.
of leading the insurrection, how many years should he get? If the leader of the Proud Boys gets this,
Right.
and if Trump is found guilty of sending the Proud Boys, what should he get?
Yeah.
Because he becomes the ultimate leader, basically. What should he get?
Yeah.
I think he should get life sentence.
No, I should put him in general population for just half an hour. If he comes out alive, let him leave. Let him go home. They're gonna kill
Listen,
him.
so, okay, my question to you guys. Yep, my family, Rosa says, my family told me it is very hot in Puerto Rico.
Yeah,
Sí.
yeah, it's terrible.
It is.
Super caliente.
Wow.
All right, do you guys believe, because I think that, all right, they, here on paper, print,
Right.
it says they sentenced him because of his role in the Proud Boys.
And
He
being
was
the leader.
He was the leader, right,
Yeah.
the leader. Pero I always say there's an underlying message, or not message, but there's always that racism that's covered.
Exactly.
Él es negro, él es cubano.
Yeah, but even
Vamos a
if
empezar
it
con
was,
eso.
even if, but you know what?
Because
I think there's a theory to
Mira,
this. I think they just like
even here, it says.
le comieron la mente. a
Les
él.
yeah. Mira, he was in Baltimore, what you said, Johnny. He was in Baltimore. He wasn't even in Washington during the January 6th,
Insurrection.
right, insurrection. He was kicked out of the city earlier because of another crime.
Right.
What was that crime? he burned a Black Lives Matter flag that belonged to a church. He was being tried for that. So they told him to get out and, to be in Baltimore for the trial during that time. Now, my point is, I think, like they do to a lot of people in the United States, they give you, because based on your color, they give you more of a sentence than they would do your white counterpart.
No, and
that is a fact.
But they're not mentioning it on paper.
No, but we all know it's a fact.
It's understood.
If they spoke about it, then they got to change it.
They wanted to give him 33 years, right? The prosecutor spoke to the judge, wanted to give him 33 years. They settled for 22. Why? And because he says he wants to make this person an example for future violence against the Capitol. But why didn't he suggest that for the others that got sentenced to 10 years, 12 years, 16 years? You know what I'm saying?
Well, their argument is always going to be he was the leader, plain and simple.
Of course,
the leader is going to get the biggest sentence or the biggest piece of the pie. The owner of the club. It's just like if I own a business. You're my vice president and you're my vice president también. I'm going to get a bigger piece of the pie. You're not going to get as much as I am because I own the place. Exactly. So he was the leader, so he's going to get it. I don't care if he was white, purple, pink, black.
No. I think he was just approached about just because he was already showing that type of behavior prior to this. He was approached. Hey, why don't we just do this? And what do you think? Okay, so we're gonna have you lead us to do that and whatever. Yeah. And I think he was
honestly,
just
I don't even think that is because
I'm not, saying that what he did was right. I'm just saying that I think that he was just used.
Of course, everybody gets used, but the thing is, how are you? My thing is, when seeing him as the leader of the Proud Boys brings me back to the skit of Dave Chappelle when he was the leader of the Ku Klux Klan when he was blind.
Thank you.
¿Te me entiende?
Yeah.
How the hell is a dark-skinned Latino gonna lead a bunch of white supremacists?
Listen, that baffles me.
And then and those are guys the most anti-woke.
The thing is that
Proud Boys are woke.
He's Cuban.
Yeah.
And I can almost bet money that his parents or his grandparents or great-grandparents escaped Cuba,
of course,
to avoid the Castro regime.
Yeah.
To come here for a better life, and you're going to do the exact same thing that your family escaped.
You know what?
Cuba
You know what probably was? Because his father and mother are probably Trump supporters.
That makes no sense. You're right, but that makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
You leave Cuba because of that same reason. And then you're going to support a dictatorship here in the United States.
No, but because here, I can go wherever I want, even though they don't like me, but I can go and do whatever I want. Pendejo, the same thing.
Evie, take care of that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Listen.
They leave oppression to come for the same oppression, but
ridiculous.
what they feel is because I can do more things. I can speak more of what I speak out about anything because in Cuba, you said something wrong, no one's going to see you again, depending on what you said.
Exactly, but here when you come to the United States, this country makes you so comfortable and so give you so many rights and to do this and to do that, then you start feeling like, oh, wait a minute.
Evie,
I could do this.
I love you and everything, but that was exactly my point.
Well, I just wanted to say.
She worded differently. She just worded differently.
That was the exact point I was making because they come here and say, creen que se ponen cómodo, and they think because Trump hooked them up. Trump didn't hook up nothing.
Trump does not care about you. Now, Nathan Thomas, he just wrote, Trump should rot in jail.
Exactly.
Death sentence.
Nothing is going to happen to him. But nothing's not going to happen.
I don't, it's, I'm kind of on the fence with that. If we do, it makes us more of an embarrassment. If we don't, it makes us more of an embarrassment to our allies. So which one are we going to pick? Without our allies, we're nothing.
Forget about embarrassment.
I'm saying is, without our allies, we are nothing. We need our allies.
Right.
Just like our allies need us.
So you think that if that happens to Trump, that the allies are just going to...
Of course, because they're going to look at us as fine. Listen, when Trump won the first time, we were the laughingstock already. No one wanted to deal with us. You saw how nobody wanted to pull out with us. Nobody wanted to deal with us and everything. And then when Biden came in, then we slowly started almost, until we got into, I guess, a more comfortable position.
Yeah.
But let me say one more thing. I was watching a video, Well, you know how people, the Trump magazine, they were saying, "Oh, he's still our president. Joe Biden is just put in there as a shadow and a puppet." If Trump is still your president, then what the hell is he doing running in 2024? You can't run for 3 terms.
Right. So
I put that out there on TikTok, and nobody said anything.
the other thing that boggles me about this Mr. Tarrios, who's serving 22 years in jail. 23? All right. What gets me is that he's a santero. All right?
The Santos weren't there for him.
Right.
That's
The Santos were not there for you, my brother.
Bueno, I don't know what happened. El caracol no le se lo tiraron
Mira,
bien.
Nope.
Santeria, my brothers and sisters, is an African-based religion.
Yep.
You initiated yourself into this religion. You're worshiping African deities. Your family escapes from Cuba to escape the Castro regime. Everything is black around you. Everything. Black-based. Cultural. And then you're going to go around and do this.
That's a disgrace.
Brainwash. That's what it is. And they call us sheep.
Charles, what did you call it earlier? I don't want you to offend anybody. But
Oh, you know me. Offend or not offend. But he was a house N-word. You know what I mean?
That's what it was. Yeah, basically.
He was one of those house ones that were
Right.
like, oh, look at the people in the field.
Right.
Thinking that he was going to, like a kisser.
Right. Like he
you got
was
one of those
kissing
in the
ass.
jobs.
Yeah.
Like one of those people in the jobs. Oh, look, he's doing this.
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Yeah.
Thinking he's going to get a raise.
Right.
And then all of a sudden,
he got a
you
raise.
don't get nothing.
He got 22 more than the others.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. He got what? 10 years. 10 years on top of all of them.
I'd like to know, if you could look at it real quick, Charles, how he became the leader of the Proud Boys.
Is because he was there saying, "Mira, I can do anything you want to do, and I do it perfectly
No,
for you."
I would really like to know that.
Well,
Well,
apparently,
apparently they approached him, right?
Huh?
I think so. He was
Lupe said, yeah, karma.
Karma, right? Karma's
Yep.
a bitch. Let me tell you.
Yep.
Karma's a bitch, and she wears high heels. Don't mess with her.
Yes.
But it does say here somewhere how he became. He was the leader of another organization. And when the Proud Boys leader stepped down, he was already well respected within the White Nationalist Party.
Oh, interesting.
And
Okay.
they consider him as a charmer. He knew how to charm people. And so between his popularity and the charm, he got the role,
Okay.
Wow.
you know?
That's interesting. But you know what?
That's the hot part of the Latinos.
You know what I
right?
say?
And he was.
That's how we. That's how we roll.
That's right.
That's how we roll.
Now, did they call him a member or an honorary member?
Well, he was the leader. Now, but you know what it is? Now, where is he going to fit in jail? With the Latinos or the Aryan Nation?
Listen,
Oh.
like Luanda says here, wherever you put him, le van a comer el...
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
They're going to have to keep him out of general population, but he's going to end up in general population accidentally on purpose. Watch.
Oh,
now-
Lupe says this man has more than 9 lives.
And
Yeah.
you know what the thing is about Trump? If you lived in New York in the 80s and was basically an adult and know what was going on, and you liked Trump, then you got problems.
Yeah.
See, people know Trump when he started running. We know
Right.
Trump from the 80s.
Yep.
We didn't like him then, and we like him less now.
Exactly.
So,
So, I mean, this man is... Okay, so just a little bit about... The Proud Boys as a whole survived presiding over their role. They're called the foot soldiers for the right. Okay?
oh, so they're not really like an elite thing. They're like a Gestapo for the big
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
In recent
okay.
years, the
I can see
group
that then.
Has
They
repeatedly,
knew what they were doing.
Yeah, the group has repeatedly inserted itself as the local level in conflicts over issues like. So they were kind of dumb downing. I think that's how you put the coronavirus. They didn't
Dumbing down,
believe it.
dumbing down, yeah.
down. They were against anti-racism teachings in school. They didn't want that. They wanted to eliminate.
Well, look at
that.
Florida now.
Oh my goodness.
They
It's all over Florida now.
attacked the LGBT pride parades. They wanted nothing to do with anything that was not white.
And
part
this
of
is
white
and this
supremacy.
is a Afro-Cuban saying this.
Come on, now, come
Cubano.
on.
Coño, no es más bruto porque no es más feo.
Pero
Ay,
you know
Dios
why
mío.
I knew he was a santero? Look at his pictures.
The beads.
The beads. I have the
Oh
same
my-
beads.
Yeah, you can tell.
That is a shame.
You can
That's
tell.
A
You
shame.
can
And,
tell.
I mean, you have to admit, a lot of Cubanos are santeros.
Yeah. Look at Shirley. Shirley Phillips. She goes, Karma has everyone's address. That's right.
Knock, knock, knock.
That's right.
Who's
That's why I
there?
keep moving every 6 months.
Yep, he's in the corner like a cat, Lupe says.
You know, I got 2 words for what's his name? Tauro?
His name is Enrique Tario.
Oh.
I got 2 words for you, Enrique Tario. Pa fuera, pa la
Pa'
calle.
fuera. Don't drop the
It almost
soap.
sounds like a Christmas song, right?
All right, now let's move on.
All right, next.
The Spanish language.
Talk to me about that.
You know there are over
El cuco.
half a billion Spanish speakers in the world.
500 million Spanish speakers?
There are around 592 million fluent Spanish speakers in this world. Of these, 493 million are native speakers. That's a lot of people. That's the second most spoken language in the world besides Mandarin Chinese.
Okay.
These guys are a billion strong.
Yeah.
And we have the what is it? Added to this, there are 99 million speakers who have limited capacity, with around 22 million being students.
Wasn't Spanish the first language ever spoken in the United States?
That's what I was gonna
before
say.
It was discovered.
I was
I
just
believe
gonna
so.
say, why
No,
so
No, I would say
why
Indian.
so shocking about it?
I would say Indian.
That's the
it's a
first
mixture.
language that was here.
Wasn't Indian?
No. In Tainos were here, but they spoke a little bit of like a Spanish type of thing.
Because I
dialect.
know. Well,
and then
there-
when Spain took over with Columbus, they all around the world became Spanish language.
Right.
So it's not shocking that a lot of people speak Spanish.
yeah, and then again, you got a lot of Spanish-speaking countries.
Yeah.
And you know, the Spanish is the official language in 20 countries.
That is interesting.
Did
that's-
you know? I'm sorry.
No.
Did you know that English is not the official language in the United States?
I believe it.
No.
The United States doesn't have it doesn't have an official language. The United States does not have an official language, and they do that purposely, because there's so many people with different languages and cultures here that they never tried to even set a law to make it an official language.
No, they
know
just
how
got
much
they just
power
got
we
ha-
have?
they got sign
We have
language.
so much power.
But we don't use it.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at two.
To do
I'm not
shenanigans
gonna-
like that Cuban guy did. It's like
He was
it's
brainwashed.
crazy.
He was brainwashed.
You believe he was
He was
brainwashed?
taught. He was
He
taught
was
as a kid.
used.
He was taught as a kid. Because see, when
Right.
racism is
Right.
you're not born a racist. Racism is taught.
Right.
That's the teaching. You know, so that's on him.
Or maybe like
Paga la renta ahora.
you got, like many of our old school family members used to say, "Vamos a mejorar la raza," which means don't marry
Of course,
white.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
so your hair can.
We
come out
covered that in an
straighter,
episode.
or-
I think it
yeah,
was a
we
year or
covered
two
that
ago,
already.
2 seasons ago.
Pero piggybacking off on the Spanish language, you know, there's always a battle between who speaks the better Spanish.
Oh yes.
You know,
Definitely.
and they always say that Colombians are the best speaking.
They say
Spanish.
that.
They
Yeah.
say
But
that.
it-
Yeah,
They speak
I
very
heard that.
beautiful
But it's
Spanish.
in-
and
it's in-
also
it's written too.
Spain.
Well, isn't it
Spain.
because they still use the old Latin language?
El castellano.
Yeah, I think
Well,
they still. That's why.
That's from Spain.
But most of these countries were influenced by Spain.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah.
So the castellano was transferred into their custom, their culture, and they just changed it up. You know,
Go
and they put
Evie.
their.
Go Evie.
I'm smart.
See, these are all the see in I don't want to lift it up. See, in Spain and other areas, Spanish is called Castellano.
Right.
We know that. Castile, for Caucasians,
Right.
it's called, they call it Castile.
Right.
And you know, Castilian, written Castilian, to contrast it against other languages that are spoken in Spain. Because in Spain you have Asturian,
Yeah.
Aragonese or Aragonese, Basque, Galician,
Vasco.
Basco, right? And Catalan. So they got different
Well, you
dialects
know,
and different languages they speak in Spanish.
And my mother's side, I mean, they're from Spain and some Vasco. Her last name is Goicochea.
Yeah. What is the last name?
Goicochea.
That's a beautiful last name.
Yeah.
Bo-
Never heard of it.
Goicoechea. I never heard of that before.
I-
Vasco.
You know what I heard?
Well,
Gold La Fea.
Ave Maria. Oche. Oh my God.
Mira, yeah, so Lupe also says Spain influence, like they call us Spanish in El Barrio, even though technically we speak it, but we're not Spanish. We're Puerto Ricans. Spanish are people from Spain.
Exactly.
No,
¿Cómo que no?
no.
¿Cómo que no? That's what they
no.
call it.
Spanish, you call a Spaniard, he's a Spaniard or he's Castilian. They don't want to call. They don't want you to call it Spanish.
No, I'm
But they
saying
do.
they call us Spanish. We're not Spanish. You know, just like they want to be called Spaniards, we want to be called Puerto Ricans. You know, we speak the language. Like a lot of people make the mistake of calling us Spanish. No, we're Hispanic.
No,
You know
that's a made-up word.
what?
Hispanic.
Well, I'm not Spanish either.
That's a that's a
But
made-up
this
word.
is how we are referred.
I'm Latino and that
We
shit.
refer
Shut up. Yeah,
to
moving on. Moving on.
Mira,
Ay, mira.
Sí, lengüenza.
No, and you know it's well we know Spanish has its roots in Latin.
Yeah. So, Luanda says, I took Spanish in junior high school, school 54, Booker T. Washington. Laugh, laugh, laugh.
Booker T. Washington.
Lupe,
Wow.
they called me Spanish girl. Yeah, it happens, you know.
They do.
Spanish, Spanish, Spanish.
You know, and we know Spanish is the Romance language.
It is a romance.
It's a
So
very
is,
romantic
so is
language.
Italian.
But I'm
It's
getting into that.
Yeah.
It goes. Thus is it descends from Latin. It goes compared to other romantic languages. Spanish differs from Latin to a small degree, similar to Italian and Sardinian.
Okay.
I don't like sardines. No, I know it's not that, but there's about 20. There's
I
about a
know.
20%. There's about a 20% difference.
Yeah.
It goes around 3/4 of modern vocabulary comes from Latin, and there are also borrowing from English, French, ancient Greek, and Arabic.
Right.
Spanish is heavily influenced by Arabic.
So in other words, es un arroz con pollo
You said it in a good way.
in a good way,
Yo iba a decir
in a
otra
delicious
cosa.
good way.
In a delicious good
It
way.
goes-
Arroz
Y
con
café
pollo.
con leche.
Y café con leche.
It's just between 7-Eleven, great coffee, and and 1492, the Iberian Peninsula was under Muslim rule.
Right.
This has influenced both the language and the architecture. So if you notice, you go to that. It's just like with anywhere Spain was, you see Spanish-style houses,
Right.
churches, and
Right.
stuff like that. So,
Right.
and then it goes around 8% of Spanish words have Arabic origins.
Wow.
So it goes, one of the most frequently used words in the interjection is ojalá,
Yeah.
which is difficult to translate into English, but is derived from if Allah wills.
Yeah.
If Allah wills it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So in other words,
That is
ojalá,
amazing.
we do it ojalá que Dios quiera.
Sí.
Same thing, they're Allah,
Yeah.
God. So
Yeah.
we have a lot of influence from Arabic. That's how we get a.
That
That's
tells you how
That's how
amazing
our
this race is.
Yes.
Humanity is just, you
Yeah.
know.
Everything's intertwined.
It
Lupe
is,
also
exactly.
includes Jewish and French.
Jewish and French. Well, yeah, ajo, chala. Yeah, okay, I can dig it.
Well, French is a beautiful language, though.
Yeah, but I
Challah
hate,
bread.
but I don't like French.
Have you ever
You
been
don't
to
like-
France?
They're rude. Those are natives.
are?
They're rude.
Well, you're rude.
That's because that's the way I
That's
am.
why he don't. That's why he don't.
I'm sarcastic.
You don't like to because
That's not rude.
Exactly.
I'm
So
sarcastic.
if you're gonna go to a place like that, you're
Sarcasm-
gonna get some of your
Sarcasm and being
sazon
rude.
back.
Sarcasm
So,
and being rude are two different things.
You should
They're just
create
rude.
some kind
No,
of
seriously.
team called the Rude
but
Boys.
you know, but remember, who was our enemy in World War II?
Excuse me?
They didn't like us in World War II.
Who?
France. And they gave us Statue of Liberty. Imagínate. So,
And you know Statue of Liberty was originally a black woman.
yes or no?
Yeah.
She turned green
Exactly.
because of oxidation. No, it was actually copper. Copper turns green.
copper.
Yeah,
oh
copper
my
turns
God.
green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, once because I remember there was a school on Fordham Road
Yeah.
on the northbound. They put a new roof, and the first day they put it, it looked like a big ass penny. Like a couple of months later, it turned green.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. It's the oxidation.
Oh, my
Copper turns
goodness.
green.
What is the language you find most ugly when you hear it?
I wouldn't say
German.
ugly.
German language. I am so sorry to my German people, but oh my God, that is just. I just can't get. I don't get it.
How do
It
they?
doesn't do anything for me. I'm like, huh?
Frusenglasche.
Look at that.
That's not even a word.
I don't even.
Exactly.
That's not even a word. It's not even a word.
No, but it
it's a
sounds
made-up
like
word
it.
for ice
Yeah.
cream.
Look at
How about you, Johnny?
There really isn't a language that I don't like.
Yeah. Not that you
I think-
don't like that sounds ugly.
I don't-
sounds.
yeah.
You know that rubs you the wrong way.
I really can't think of one.
Japanese.
No.
Sometimes because we don't understand it.
I make not that it rubs me the wrong way. I find that some of them funny
Right.
in the way they pronounce their words and how they their dialect comes out, like in
Yeah.
Jewish, challah bread.
Right.
But we say lo jibaros say ajo.
Right.
You know, they don't
Yeah.
say the arroz because either they don't know how to roll the R's or that's just the way in their area they were taught
Right.
speaking like that. But I really don't. It really isn't a language that rubs me the wrong way or anything. I make fun of it. That's about it. If I don't understand it, I make fun of it. Maybe
they're
that's
insulting me.
maybe that's my defense against it. I don't know, but I don't find any language ugly.
Yeah.
It's just maybe we find it
Rosa
ugly
says
because
Chinese.
I love Chinese. But you know
not
what's
the
funny?
food. Not the food. We're talking about
But
the
but you know what's funny?
Right.
There are so many different dialects to the Chinese language. You can live in one part of China, and I live in another part, and we have no idea what we're saying to each other.
Oh, that's yeah.
Cantonese and Mandarin,
I mean,
the
it's
two
totally
most
different.
popular languages in China,
Yeah.
cannot communicate.
Yeah,
that something?
language is very interesting. I started to learn French
Oui, oui.
in college, but
Ou
I
le
gave
coucou
up.
quoi ce soir?
But I gave
It
up.
took me
I gave
forever
up.
to find out what that really meant.
It's too complicated. You know, learning a language you need to start very very young.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know.
But you know there are some teaching languages that can help you pronounce it, because like it says here, Spanish is a phonetic language. If you can speak it phonetically, you can learn it.
Yeah.
You may not know what you're talking, but you can learn it how they're saying it.
Yeah.
You know, I find French the hardest because of the pronunciations.
Yeah.
And it's funny because they have a similar pronunciation to almost Spanish
Yeah.
in the flow of it, in the
I
phonics
thought that
of it.
Italian was more.
Add that also because we and
Other-
also Portuguese.
Yo.
I can understand a lot of
Italian
Portuguese people
and
talking.
Portuguese get me hot.
Who you telling?
Get me hot.
Who you
Ow.
telling? Yo, Italian? I want to learn Italian. I want to learn it. I want to learn
Now,
Italian.
now, is it when they talk their language or when they speak English?
You mean with the accent?
Yeah.
No, when
No,
they speak
when
their
they speak in the
language.
language.
When they speak their language.
When they're speaking the language, oh man! Even sometimes when someone from another country, like an Israeli, I love to listen to Israeli women talk English because they try so hard and they try to make it sound like English, but their dialect always comes out, and it's funny. But the thing is, you can't be afraid to try and speak it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why a lot of
so true.
Latinos here, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans stuff, they refuse to speak the language, but they think it's hard.
Yeah.
It is not. People say the English language is the hardest language to learn because we have so many different meanings for sometimes the same word.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know, and sometimes we say the same word in English that is in Spanish, like radio. We just pronounce it radio, but it's spelled the exact same way.
In the same
You know,
way. Yep.
and if people take the time to learn languages, basics, they'll get a better understanding of it.
That
I
is
would
so
love
true.
to learn how to speak a different language besides Spanish and English
No,
and
no.
Spanglish.
It's too late for me right now.
Never too late, bro. You know when it's too late? When we're putting flowers on your casket. That's when it's too
for
late.
that.
It's too late for that.
It's never too late, bro.
It's too late for that.
It's never too late, bro.
Bueno, we
I'm
only
gonna
have
take you
few
to a
minutes.
French. I'm gonna take you to a French bistro. Have a
No.
big old papi chulo serve you. You gonna learn Spanish? You gonna learn French that quick?
Oh boy.
That's right,
Ow.
Mister. That's right. You go, come here. I want to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, that's sound French.
Oui,
Yeah,
oui.
buddy.
Oui, oui.
Oui,
Hey.
Mira, what
Let's
do we
go.
talk
My
about
French
next?
toes.
We got a
Uh,
few minutes.
We got a few minutes. Why don't you get up on the table and do a dance for us?
Dance for us.
No,
You want to tap on the brick issue?
Yes.
yeah, because I don't
we
know much about it.
definitely-
I don't know much
yes.
about it,
Go
but
ahead. You
Yes.
read it. Go ahead.
Well, there was a video that went viral about a lady that she was approached by a gentleman requesting for her number, and she just decided, she was like, no, I'm not interested. And allegedly, the guy got upset at her. He already had a brick in his hand and just proceeded to hit her in the side of her head, which made a big chichon.
Yeah.
But and she was so disgusted and upset because all these people, all these guys specifically, all these men that were around, they didn't do absolutely nothing. They didn't call the cops. They didn't even interfere. They didn't go up to her like, "How you doing? Are you okay? Oh my God, you crazy?" They didn't do absolutely nothing, and she was so angry and like
Well,
she couldn't believe it that she went and picked up her cell phone and she recorded herself. And she just started shouting at the man and saying, "How could you?"
we got a
and why
response
and
for that.
this."
We got a response for that. Charles.
She didn't have a chair. That's why.
That's right. and also, no, because Charles used to say, "Women equal rights." There
Women
you go.
equal rights.
You want equal rights? There you go.
She
Defend yourself.
screamed. She was screaming, "Oh, that's not fair! That they didn't do nothing." But at the same moment, ain't that what you want? So,
Right.
it's a you know, there's a catch-20 there somewhere, you know.
Catch 22.
22, 23, 24 too.
And also, how about the lady who got beat up with the cane in the subway station the other day? A transit worker was recording it.
Yeah.
And didn't do absolutely nothing. At the end
But
of the day,
that is the society of today.
Lucy says chichon is an understatement.
Yeah, right.
That was,
I know.
She was
she
pregnant
should have
on
put
the side of
Vicks
her
on
head.
it. She
No, it
should have
looked
put
fake.
Vicks on it.
It looked like a
And then it would've
square.
been gone in like 5 minutes.
So here's
Viva Peru.
here's my argument.
Paint the eye on it.
I am going to play devil's advocate here. So someone approaches you, asks you for your number, you refuse, and they come and hit you. That's happened.
Of course.
And women have actually died because of that.
Yes.
Some they've gotten
So give him
shot.
any number.
Right. So, but in this case, there is another side to the story. They're saying that this lady is known for slapping men in the face. And it's on she has videos posted.
Oh.
And it's
That's
usually
correct.
white men. And they said that before she got hit in the face with the brick, the guy did ask her for the number, but rather than turning it down and saying no, she went off on the man, and she was kind of belittling him. She was cursing at him. She was like almost like telling him, "Hit me."
Right.
You know, hit me. I dare you to hit me.
She was provoking.
She was
So-
right. That's the word.
Okay.
Provoking.
So this will go down as a quien te manda moment.
Right. Pero I'm not saying that he had the right to hit her with a brick. I'm
No,
not
no,
saying
no,
that.
no. That was.
Yes.
He could have
I'm
killed
not
this
saying-
woman, man.
Right. Pero the deber de ella was to not follow that up with an argument.
Of course
Just
not.
walk away.
Exactly.
But the other thing is that people are saying that because she has other videos, she's an attention seeker, and she was looking to make that one video of hers go viral, and
Right.
this is the video that actually went viral.
All
Lucy says,
over.
and if you do get involved, then you get hit with a brick. Thank
And
you,
then
Lucy.
what?
Yes.
Thank you. And a lot of men, they saw that. The men that were there saw the behavior, and they're like, I'm not going to help you because you're provoking this. Now, piggybacking on Lucy's point, you get involved, there's a chance that you might get shot too,
But my thing is,
or
if there
hurt,
were,
or stabbed, or something.
if there were so many of them there,
Yeah.
you could have broke it up. You didn't have to beat the shit out of the man.
Exactly.
But the thing
like-
is,
You
I
coulda
don't
broke it
think-
up.
I don't think he was constantly hitting her. I think it was one quick surprise hit that it caught
No,
everybody
did he
off
stay
guard.
there? Did he stay there,
No,
or did
he-
he, or did he
No,
back
he-
up?
that
He
was
ran
just
away.
one hit.
He ran
left.
away.
Oh, but
Yeah,
But
it wasn't a constant
the
thing.
argument is
Oops.
that regardless of anything, they never approach her. They never show
See if she
concern.
was
Like,
okay-
are you
it's
okay?
okay,
Do
yeah.
you
Right,
want to call the
right,
cops? You know,
right.
because regardless of anything, it's not. It's absolutely no excuse to hit a woman.
no, unless you hit
No
me first.
excuse.
You hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Not hard, but I'm gonna hit you back.
No,
I'll fight a woman.
No,
I'll fight a woman.
I fight a man.
Fight me.
I fight you.
This is a different
2
show
hits.
right here.
2 hits. I hit you. You hit the ground. Yatta.
No?
Finish.
Ah, that's what
No,
you
but it goes back. No,
But-
I'm sorry. It goes. It
Well-
goes back to where they know this woman for doing this
She's
stuff.
known for that.
So that's why they weren't gonna get in. They would say,
She's
you know
known
what?
for that.
What the hell am I gonna waste my
Right.
time for?
I know, but
She gonna make me
still.
famous. No.
Right.
Still, she's a.
See,
you
but
know,
we have that mentality because we come from a different place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These they probably. I'm sorry to say they probably lived in a less privileged place, and where they don't have you know.
Right.
Let's say the ghetto. I grew up in the ghetto, so
And
I know
I
what the
believe
ghetto
it
is.
was the ghetto. Yeah.
You know, and there's a lot of ghettos in, especially South Houston. My brother used to be a cop there, and this woman could have been, you know, say, yup, snaps.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna help her? She'll be all
Listen,
right.
she got caught with a magician because that person took the brick, hit her, and put it inside her face.
Equal opportunity.
Because mira eso,
Mira.
eso. That the brick
That's
is
a
still
big
the
chichon.
brick is still inside her.
that's a big chichon.
Damn!
That's a big chichon.
Pop that pimple.
So Nathan
Oh my
says, yeah,
God.
someone was just tired of her shit.
That's
and
what it
then
was.
Lucy says no excuses unless she hits you. Right.
Exactly,
So here's the
there's no
thing.
excuses.
I was raised by a very strong mother.
Yeah, we know that.
And we know, people know.
I know your mother almost all my life.
It's no secret. I grew up in a domestic violence or situation where my father abused my mom. My mom's a strong woman, and she
Yes, she
always
is.
taught me and my brother, anybody that hits you, you hit them back, regardless of gender. You know, they always say to us, as in the Latino community, no se juega con las manos.
Right.
No se juega con las
Because
manos.
nothing good's gonna
In
come out of
this
it.
case, she didn't hit the person. She was just using her words. He should have walked away.
But that could have cut deeper too.
Exactly.
Sometimes words cut deep too.
No, but she did hit him.
Did she?
Yeah, she hit first. Watch the video.
I did not hear that part.
No, but there's a video. She only put the video of her talking.
So she put
So
her part.
everybody was thin.
Right.
But she didn't notice there was a guy next to her.
That
Video
slapped him
corded
first. So
everything.
she slapped him first.
Yes.
Look at what
Oh
Lucy
my-
says. Eso la madre de los chichones.
Tremendo chichón.
Bendición, chichón.
Lucy's funny.
La chichonera.
Dori, bendiciones, Dori. Esa es la madre de los chichones. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's
But
just like
still,
but it's just like when you go back and we see how the racism was back then, and people get pissed off now.
Yeah.
But you have to understand. I mean, I'm pissed off at it. I didn't even go through that. But you have to understand that's the way it was back then.
Right.
We didn't have the mentality we have now.
Right.
Back then, if we had that same mentality back then, there would have been enough. We did. I pelea. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We're going
So-
at it with modern mentality than the mentality of back then of when they had
Yeah.
us basically, in quotes, subdued.
So one of my other issues is that she posted this video of herself crying and screaming and saying these are not men because they didn't jump in. Don't now try to victimize men or call us coward because we chose not to jump in because you don't know what the outcome could have been.
Post the whole
I
video.
don't know if the guy that you slapped or that hit you in the face with a brick has a gun
That's right. That's true.
or a knife.
That's true.
They're not there, especially if they were there and witnessed the entire thing because we're only seeing
What
was
she
posted.
wanted us to see. Exactly.
Exactly.
right? So don't call us cowards because we chose not to help you, because plenty of men have already died because they tried to help.
Yep.
You know,
You're right. You're right.
So, if you're gonna put something out, do it the right
Yeah.
way.
And-
But
Listen.
these are attention seekers, and they want
Yeah.
views, they want money.
And it's a shame because there's a lot of women out there that are going through things similar
Right.
to this,
Right.
and they're not getting the help, and they're not, being put in the limelight to talk about this. This is a serious
Right.
topic. This is what's happening to other
Right.
women,
Right.
and by her acting this way, and
It's discrediting
it's
the ones that really need the help.
exactly, and that's just not fair.
Look
It's
at what
not
Lucy
fair.
says.
She-
He goes,
she-
facts. I'm with you. If a woman hits a man, she better be prepared for the consequences. It works
Listen,
both ways, honey.
They
It
got to
works
do
both
like
ways.
Kevin Hart said. You get hit, we just go home and talk about it. Figure out why you got hit. Because I'm not jumping in. You know?
And with that said, I was also raised to totally respect women, and I totally respect.
Yes, I do.
Totally, 100%.
But when you cross the line, there's consequences. Because if I didn't give you a reason, it's just like, all right.
Are you gonna be
She
acting
hit
that
me.
way every time?
No, but listen to me. Pay attention.
Te estoy payando attention.
No, you're not, because you're talking.
No, porque no me dejas hablar.
Because I was talking first.
Pues déjame
Date quieta.
hablar.
All right, go ahead, talk. What were you going to say?
No,
start
habla tú
singing.
ahora. yo
Because
sé.
you don't know what I was going to say. No, the thing is, if you're arguing with a woman
You can just like
and a
she
woman's
said,
arguing with a man,
sometimes you could just walk away.
you
walk
walk away.
away.
But some women don't. Some women, when a man walks away and does not want to deal with her bull crap, she wants to get physical. You hit that man and he turns around on just pure reflex, puts one across your face. Now you want to call the cops.
There's a video of that.
Of course.
Have you seen that video?
Which one?
Every man is
There's
human.
this,
Now,
a white
Go ahead.
couple arguing, and the man walks away, and she's hitting him, and he's just not doing anything.
Oh, yeah. I
And
seen
then
that.
she's hitting him and hitting him and hitting him to a point that he just got fed up. Just one hit.
yeah.
That was it.
And then now he's the bad guy.
And now he's the bad guy.
Now he goes to jail for that. No. If you want to listen, if you're gonna hit a man, he didn't touch you. All it was spoken words. But you want to hold off and hit him. I'm not gonna say you're gonna get hit back, but be prepared that it could happen.
Mira, mi gente,
It could
just don't
happen.
play with your hands. Don't use.
Exactly.
Don't hit.
Exactly.
There's no
Just
need to
respect
hit.
each
There's no need
other.
to hit.
No, yeah.
If
Don't
you want to
get in
beat
each
somebody,
other's
beat your
face.
kids.
No, don't beat your kids. What you?
I got my ass whooped when I was a kid. Look at me, I turned out just fine.
We are
And if you're a
different times.
bystander on the side, listen, call the cops, call somebody.
Yeah.
Just to
Have two
avoid
phones.
this. This is not.
Record it and call the cops.
Have two phones. Mira
Have
para
two
allá.
phones, mira.
One phone
Vaya.
is 1,000 something. How am I gonna have two phones?
You get
Oh,
the,
yeah, you got an iPhone. I forgot. I'm sorry.
See, that's why you got to
Ay,
get
you-
the
we have-
Android. They
Yeah,
give
you
it to
got
you
an
for free.
Android.
Me too.
Oh, you have an Android?
right.
I'm up
Ay, la
against
chusma. Él es
Smart-
chusma.
Smart girl.
Es chusma.
I got
Smart girl.
the
Chuma.
iPhone. So
Él es
what?
chuma.
All right. So Lucy says, "Welcome, Jose Villanueva from Puerto Rico. He's watching." From
Hey, all right.
Um,
De Potojo. Huepa.
Lucy says, "Put an H on the chest and handle it. Si tienes cojones para darte, ten cojones para recibir." Exacto.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And but that goes, but eso va a los dos lados, Lucy. Eso va a los dos lados.
Yeah.
Si una mujer le va a dar a un hombre y le va a dar, now, and not for when you come in and
Well,
smack
that's what
me,
she's
walks
saying.
away, that, I can understand that.
That's what she's
Right.
Pero
saying.
si tú if you coming from freaking the bullpen with it, and you're gonna haul off and hit me,
Yeah.
not
And
to say that I'm gonna
Lupe
retaliate and
says,
hit you.
"Thank you for the nice
but
dialogue.
reflex.
Have a good
Right.
evening.
Be prepared
I
because
follow
a
your
snap
steps." Thank you,
reflex
our
Lupe,
culture-
might
for
get you.
tuning
Oh,
in.
I'm sorry. Go
Yes.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, casi no.
No, Lupe's saying good night, so I wished her. I told her thank you.
Oh, good night. Listen,
night.
thank you all for tuning in, man. This was great. We had a
Yes.
great dialogue, and you guys were talking with us and everything, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. But she might not be here again.
She's the new member.
No, she's a great member. No, you kidding me? No, you're kidding me. This. I love this. I love it. I love it.
So
Evie's good people.
I'll be coming
you.
back every so often. Evie is here permanently.
I don't know. It all depends if she can make it.
I don't
We're not gonna-
know. I don't know.
We don't. It's up to them. It's up to. No.
Depends.
It's up to the guy in the booth. It's up to the black guy in the booth.
Oh,
I feel so offended now. Where's the guy with the
you know
brick?
What?
Where's the guy with the brick, right?
Anyway,
Hey, listen. You close it up today.
Yes.
all right. So the next time you close it off,
Yes.
we'll take turns. Anyway, mi
If she
gente,
comes back.
this is El Latino Ruido, and we will see each other next Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'll be here, but tune in.
Yes.
My name is Javier Luis.
Evie?
Oh, Johnny Boricua
Ay,
Prince Dones. Until next week, guys. Los quiero mucho.
Have a good week.
Love
Stay
and
cool.
blessings.
Yes. Heat wave.